Hey, it's Mr. Mega Mario! And I'm back with GTA 5, but not anything in particular, just random online stuff or story mode today. I'm actually in the creator, as you can see on the top left of the screen. But today's video is more of a tutorial-based kind of thing. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, because hey, even I'm just learning, by the way. Don't yell at me, please. Please. But so specifically, we're gonna look at the newly improved, well, it's not improved, it's just made creator capture, whatever you want to call it. The capture creator. So we're gonna go into that. So you have 4 different modes here. Contend, which it says, in Contend, teams fight over a number of common packages normally situated in no man's land or probably center of the map. Once the package is captured, a new one spawns and you can grab it again. So this, I would say, is kind of like, I'm trying to relate this to other games like Call of Duty. I can't think of what this one would be related to as Call of Duty. There might be another game. I'll come back to that if I think of it. GTA. In GTA, there are vehicles located around the map that must be stolen and brought back to your base. Which I already attempted to make one of these, which I don't know, it's probably not that good. But you would basically put a vehicle, like around here, I put them somewhere on that side road to the right, probably, and just, I don't know. But this is a pretty simple one to make, being that mainly vehicles. In Hold, you take packages from around the map or enemy bases and store them at your base. So this is kind of a capture the flag kind of thing. So that's kind of interesting. Oh yeah, in Contend, I'm thinking probably like a demolition kind of thing. In Raid, steal packages from an enemy base and bring them back to your base to score. So again, capture the flag, except I forget which one's the neutral one, which one's not. I know in like Call of Duty there's a mode where you have a neutral flag in the center, and then you take it to your base, try to anyways, and then Raid would be like, you know, you have a flag that the enemy team needs to score, and you need to get the enemy team to score. So that's basically what those are. We're gonna go into each one of these one at a time, look at what you can do, and how you can work these to your advantage, and how try to make the very best you can make. Okay, so we'll go GTA first, because I already worked with that one, and I feel like that would be the best. So capture details, you already know what those are pretty much. Title, description, photo, search tags, Now ambient settings is basically the traffic and stuff, which you really don't need to know. And target score, time limit, all that stuff. You know that stuff, guys. At least I would hope so. If not, I'll go into detail about that in another video. Let me know. So placement, this is where it always changes. Now, I actually have to do this to go on, so we'll just place the trigger right here on the corner, because why not? It's a street corner. Okay, so lobby camera, that's obvious. That's what's gonna show up in the background when you play the level. Now, team start points, you probably know what those are. You just make, well, in this case I have to make 4 of them. We're just randomly placing stuff, guys, just because it's, you know, it's a tutorial. It's not a full-blown out thing. We'll make the other team start point up over here, yeah. Just like I said, this is a tutorial. This is not going to be a legit thing. I'm probably going to erase all this by the time I'm done with it. So, team capture points. Okay, so this is where, whenever you capture what you need to capture, this is where you go to actually keep your stuff at. So, for each one you have your team, you have a certain spot. You only get one spot, and you can widen it to however wide you want. I'm actually curious of how far it can go. But gee, this would be a pretty ridiculously big capture area, which I doubt I will make. Okay, how should I even... Wow, okay. Well, I'm not going to go all the way up. We'll just stick it at probably 20 would be a good size. Yeah, I'll stick it 20. Make it on this corner here. Okay, and then 2 will be the same thing, except theirs will be on this street corner. We're making this somewhat legit, but we're not making it perfect. So team respawn areas. So if you die, this is where you're gonna respawn at. So I'm going to place this one over on this corner. And then I'm going to place this one on this corner. Okay, like I said, not legit. Now capture vehicle. This is what you're going after. So as you can see, you can choose any of these that you like. Which, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna go with supercars. I'm pretty sure you don't need a specific amount. You could go up to 8. Okay, so let's just get one of each car right in the center, because most of this is based off of the center of the map. You could change the colors of these. I'm just going random. Oh, there's only 4 of them? Okay. Well then, I guess we'll make 2 of each vehicle just so we can have... Now actually, if we do that, then it'll take forever to actually get all the vehicles that we need. Okay. So, these are what will count towards the score when you capture. Okay. It's like, which I don't know why anyone would change this. Like, so basically, if Team 2, you could literally make it so Team 1 can actually get a point, but Team 2 can't if they get the cars, which to me is pretty stupid, but hey, that's just me. So the weapons, that's pretty much like, you know, GTA, you know, like a race in GTA, which I'm not gonna, well, I could place a couple down. I'll just place shotgun. I'll just place shotgun. A redneck shotgun. Redneck yacht club, whatever it is. I'm trying to make fun of any redneck. And I'm pretty much one too. Not really, but actors. Okay, this gets interesting. So these are the people, like, if I put them around here, these are the people that'll actually start to look around and shoot for you. Basically, this can range from cops to an army, gang members, female pedestrians, female special, male pedestrians, male special, cops and army, gang members, female pedestrians, female special, male pedestrians, male special, what else? And that's about it. But then you have all these, which I'm not gonna go into detail because that would, wow, that would take forever. Probably. And after variation random, like, this will choose like what they actually look like. So I'm gonna make them cops. And by the way, this accuracy, this is how well they can shoot at you. You have low, medium, high, pretty standard. I'll just kind of mix it up. Okay, their patrol range changes how much they look after. Okay, and the weapon, you can give them different weapons depending on how easy or hard you want to make it. Now, I'm trying to make this pretty easy thing, but not too easy. Now, the combat style can be either aggressive or defensive, like they can charge at you basically, or they could go hide behind, like in this case, these buildings and try to hit you from there. Now, idle action, you make them hang out on their phone, make them smoke a cigar, you just hang out, you smoke pot, you drink, what is that? Drink beer? I don't know. I can't see off of this computer, guys. You know, it's kind of difficult. Make him stand guard, or you can make him do none. Now, honestly, I made him do none, but I'm thinking I should make him do at least something. So, make this guy smoke some pot. Make this guy. They're all gonna have a different thing, so that way, when it comes down to it, you know, you get to see exactly what each one is. I believe that's all of them. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this as respawn. I'll just make one of them respawn because we don't want this to be too hard for the test run, because I want to show you guys a test run. Besides, I can't even leave if I do that. So, respawn one time, unlimited is what it would actually be. I think the last thing I did, I made them spawn only one time. Whoops! But, oh well. Now, relationships. This is like what these people will do, like if you come near them, if one of your team comes near them. So, you can either be hostile, neutral, or friendly. So, basically, if they're hostile, they're going to start shooting at you if they see you. Now, this patrol range does not limit them to where they see. Okay? If you're in their peripheral vision, they'll start seeing you. What this means is that's how far they're actually going to walk. So, in this case, it's not far where they're going to walk. So, neutral, if you just want them to be, like, as long as you're not causing any trouble kind of deal. Okay? Now, friendly, like, if you have them on friendly, you're not going to be attacked. But this counts for both teams. You have to account for both teams. So that's really it on the actors. And we already went through the vehicles. Props, those are all the same. I'm not going to go through them. Those are all the same. Zones, I have yet to exactly figure out what exactly this is. Now, because I've experimented with them, like with and without them, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't get it exactly, but you know what? We just try it and see what happens, right? So, I believe, if you want my professional opinion, this is like when you're trying to, like, make a certain area for people to drive around and such. Just my professional opinion. If someone else has a better explanation on these things, they're good for them, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the best at knowing this stuff, you know? It's not like I'm advertising myself as the #1 GTA whatever, you know? Like, I'm not, just getting that out of the way. Toggle radars, the same. Delete options, same. All that is basically the same. Now, I do end up having to make a name to actually activate this. So, we'll just make it G. Oh, it's a forbidden title. Max 25 characters. I'll just name it Hi. Okay. Now, description I don't think is needed. Should we be able... What else do we have to do to actually test it? We actually have... we have to do target score limit. Is that it? Okay. Then I could do that. Target score. Let's see. It should be in here. What the heck? I've done that before now. Or the, yes, team details. What am I doing? Okay. So we'll just make it 1 point so we can do this quick, because we actually have to do both guys. There. Different vehicles even. These team respawn vehicles are basically what you're gonna drive. Like, if you have to respawn, that's what you spawn in. So, Team 1 gets the Delante, whatever, and Team 2 gets the little icy, you know, the Tiny little car, and I love those things, by the way. Don't be dissing on them. Okay, so now we should be able. Okay, test for Team 1. Now, I'm gonna try to go through these as quick as possible, because otherwise you will be bored to death. I could have made ourselves closer. Now, luckily, from what I know in the test, I'm invincible, so it doesn't matter. Lucky, huh? Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm invincible in the test, so this would be the first spawn point. Like I said, this is not well done. This is just, you know, me doing it. We're getting it over with. And in reality, it's probably really difficult to actually do this test. These capture creators. At least by the looks of things, these are pretty difficult to make. Boy, how long have I been doing this already? I've probably been doing it 16 minutes. Well, okay then. What I'll do is that from here on out, if there's anything that's the same, like with the other kind of mission capture creator things, whatever you want to call them, then I just won't talk about them, because then it'll be like, oh, we just went over this, you know? And we don't want to bore you guys. Well, I don't want to bore you guys to death. I don't have a second person here with me, do I? Ha! That person just drove right in between. I'm invincible, cops. You can't get me. This is only a test. Don't worry about it. Okay, cops? Jeez, you guys are aggressive. If I didn't have this, I'd be screwed. So yeah, this is about it. Yeah, I just needed to do that. That's basically what a test would be like. You getting the... I'm going to show you what a test is like, just for the sake of what you're going to get the field to be like. Okay, now obviously I can't show you Respawn because I'm invincible, which is kind of a nice thing. But you're not going to be invincible when you actually try it, guys. Just a warning now. Okay, so that was GTA mode for Capture Creator. Now, if we could get back to the Capture Creator, then that would be really nice. So now, I'm going to go back and show you what it would be for the next one. What will we do next? Probably Contend, since it's at the top of the list. I kind of skipped over it because I wanted to show you the one I knew most. Okay, so let us do Contend. I did experiment with this one a little bit also, but I didn't make it anything. I didn't make anything out of it. So, let's find out, shall we? So, capture details, mainly the same, again. Team details, same thing. Team vehicle, capture limit. The player carry limit. Now this is like you can, like if you can have more than one bag, like you can hold more than one bag. Although one is standard, because why would you want to make one person overpowered that way? That would be kind of annoying. Okay, that's how many they can carry at one time. Now, we want to go to placement. Place trigger again, putting it on this corner. Man, this place might actually be a good tutorial area. Lob camera, you know. Team start point. Yeah, I know, but I gotta put it somewhere. I'll make him a little closer, just so I can get it done quickly. Oh wait, I need team 2 as well. Don't be stupid. Okay, let's make it right here, right here, right here, and right here. Team capture points. So, again, you saw what this was. I'm just going to make it just like this. Team 1 gonna be right here. I'm making them closer just for the sake of time. Making them closer to where the actual stuff is going to happen. Team respawn areas. Now, that you have no choice in the matter. I'm actually gonna respawn them at opposite sides, just to make it interesting. Do you think that'll be interesting, guys? I hope so, or you're gonna die. Capture objects. Okay, so this is the kind of object that you're going to be capturing. You get 3 options. Security case, money bag, and duffel bag. I like all 3 personally. I wish we had a little bit more of an option on that, but hey, I can't complain. So we'll just do some security cases. And I think that'll be good. Now weapons, you saw this. Put a pistol and a pistol. That'll be it. Like I said, not making it specific. Actors, you've seen these guys. We'll make, actually this time just to mix it up a little bit, we'll make them gang members. Coolio. Let's see. Make 4 of them. And that's just about perfect. Good thing we're invincible vehicles. So these you will find like by your spawn point. These are what you should put by your spawn point, so that way your teammates could get to the objective quicker. We'll put 2 of them down for each side. We'll just use these compacts. Just again, sake of time. Although I won't keep saying that, that probably gets annoying. Props, you know, also. Zones, I already went over those, even though I don't know them the best. All that stuff, the same. So, wait, placement. What else do they want us to place? Probably will want us to do that for the sake of the test. I don't know. I don't know if we had to do that last time, but we'll just do that in case. So title, we'll make it hi again, just because I like saying hi to you guys. And how you doing, by the way, if I haven't asked that yet. So, did I do the team detail? Okay, just make it 1 point. We already did player carry limit. And I think we can test doing that. Okay, so, team 1. So, this is what this will be like when you do a contend match. Okay, so you get your vehicles right at the start. Oh, of course this is the Prius. I wasn't even paying attention, by the way. But, of course it's the Prius. So I believe if we only have to get 1, then I believe we'll be set. Let's back it up. Back it up. Just like that. That, like I said, making them simple. And I'm not gonna save them. I might showcase some of my own ideas for these. I don't know. I might. If I find them good. So the reason why we're Michael, by the way, is because we actually, well, when I actually started doing this, I started off in story mode. So if you want to be Michael instead of your character Michael or Franklin or Trevor, instead when you're doing these, do it when you're in story mode. I like Franklin. Just saying. I like Franklin. Well, actually, you know, I don't think you guys need to see both sides testing. Because honestly, okay, yeah, I won't do that, both sides testing, because that'll save us more time, and you guys already get the picture of what to do in these. See, these people, I think oftentimes they seem to go out of their patrol range. I can't tell, but if you ask me, it looks like they were going out of their patrol range. Alright, so, there you go. We'll only do testing of one side from now on for the next 2. Then, if there's really anything different, I'll let you know. I swear, sorry I went silent there. I thought I heard, like, some kid, like, literally dying outside. Like, I don't know what that was. Jeez, huh? Okay, come on. Let us exit for the second time. I have to do it one more time, I guess. Oh, just fun, isn't it? Okay, capture. Now we will do hold, which is the kind of capture where if there's a neutral objective. Like, I could give you like a more description of like Call of Duty. Okay, you have to capture the neutral objectives and bring it back to your base for yourself to get like a score. That's basically what this is. So it's gonna be like something we're gonna make in the center. Okay, capture details. Let's see if there's anything different. Okay, I feel like those would be different, but no, they really wouldn't be. Target score, we need to make sure we change that. Third carry limit, team vehicle, no, they're the same. That's kind of good for our sake. In fact, who knows, there might not be any difference. Okay, corner, right here. Lobby camera, team start points, team capture points, team respawn areas, capture objects. Oh, is this? Yeah, these are pretty much the same thing. Except, oh, you can still put more than one down. That really, it's really all the same. You know, I think it really is all the same, guys. I don't think I'll have to go through this, because it's just how you set it up is different. That's really it. Okay, what about the other? We'll have to see if it's like the other. I don't know. Hold on, guys. Mom. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to mute my mic for a moment. Well, I don't know if it muted, but... Okay, and then there's one more section, raid, which, if this is the same as the other stuff, then, hey, we're good. Then we won't have to do anymore, you know? Which, by the look of things, is the exact same. Did I just put a target score down. Maybe once more than that. I'm not gonna ask. Is that all the same? Because it sure looks like it. If it is, then we'll just be done here. Which I would have thought that this would have taken much longer, in all honesty. But yeah, I believe it's the same. It's like all this stuff. It's all the same. Wouldn't you figure, guys? That makes things pretty easy for us. Yeah, it's all the same. Okay, well then, guys. I won't go through every agonizing thing and make you look at every single point. You guys just need to know the basics, in my opinion. Now, before I sign off, let me give you my personal opinion on this and GTA so far. Okay? I am still liking the game, don't get me wrong. Okay? But they need to get some stuff in here. They need to get heist, they need to get that high life. I'm actually maybe looking forward to high life more than heist, just because, hey, new apartments. Think about it. That'd be awesome, right? And, I don't know, just this Capture Creator, it's a nice add-on, but I don't know about you guys, but I don't really play Capture that much. Okay, like, honestly, I probably wouldn't even be playing my own levels. Kinda sad, isn't it? But, it's alright. I mean, I'm glad that they're trying to add stuff, but they're really holding back. They said heist, like, at the beginning of this game coming out, and it's, what, mid-April now? I don't get it. Why won't they? But hey, it's in Rockstar's control, it's not ours. It's not our control. I wish, but... oh well. But hey, if you guys like the video, subscribe if you'd like anyways. And until next time, folks, Mario out, and thank you for watching the tutorial.